All right, ladies and gents. So I think this will really help bring everything together. Okay. And again, this is a hard concept. Okay. So don't feel discouraged here. So, as you did some research today on what is taxonomy, hopefully kind of came to the conclusion yes, there's big words, but biology, that will be a course you take in middle school, high school, and if you choose to go to college, you'll probably take biology there as well. Okay. So, what is taxonomy? Biology is the study of living things. That word taxonomy is the branch of science concerned with classifying living things. Okay. So, if we kind of review, what are 7 characteristics that all living things have in common? 1, they're made of cells. 2, living things all grow. 3, all living things reproduce. 4, all living things die. We've got 5, all living things carry on chemical reactions necessary for life, such as breaking down food into energy, repairing cells using photosynthesis to make their food. 6, respond to the environment around them by doing things like protecting themselves and communicating. And 7, all living things move. These are the 7 characteristics of all living things. But what? Wait, plants don't move? Do they? Yes, they technically do. This is again a harder concept you'll learn in your middle school science, okay? So we're going to talk about why did you look up different taxonomy? Why do we have to learn this? Why do scientists classify, which means sort or group living things? Because ladies and gents, there's over 10 million different kinds of life forms or species that have lived on Earth over the last 3.5 billion years. Scientists have to divide living things into categories and subcategories so they can study them in an organized fashion. Okay, so first, taxonomists look at all living things and put them into 5 large groups. So the large group is called a kingdom. Okay, then each kingdom represents a very large group of life forms, similar in some ways, even though they're very different in other ways. An example of a kingdom is our animal kingdom. That's humans and dogs. They're both found in this kingdom. Okay, animal kingdom. The kingdom has animals, fungus, protists, it's pronounced Mineran, and plants. So those are 5 kingdoms. And then why Latin names? Why are they so complicated and hard to pronounce? Well, when classifying living things, scientists use special names made up of Latin words or words that sound Latin. This helps scientists around the world understand each other, even if they speak different languages. So, kingdom is the largest group scientists classify. How large is it? So, in kingdoms, animals make up 65% of our organisms. Plants come in second, fungi in third, protozoa, then monarians, which are last one. We won't talk much about that. Okay. So, we've got animal kingdom, and then they can keep breaking it down. Then we've got plant kingdom. Then we've got the fungus. We've got protists and monera. Okay. So we don't need to know in 5th grade specifics about each kingdom. Okay. But I want you to remember this saying, King Philip came over for green spaghetti. This will help. Okay. This is very interesting to me. Why am I telling you to remember King Philip came over for green spaghetti? Well, after living things are divided into kingdoms, they then want to put them into further and smaller groups. Here are these groups. Kingdom, that is our largest group. So that's our king. Phylum is our next group. Okay. And you notice it's getting smaller and smaller. So King Philip represents the word phylum. Came is next. That represents class, then order, then family, then genus and species. So very general, contains many organisms. And as we keep getting down into these subcategories,